So it's time to replace all the other, actions, to call them like this, we have in the service with real NGRX actions. Let's start with adding multiple ingredients. That's super simple. Feel free to try it on your own, though once you work with NGRX for the first time, it's probably super tough to remember all the things. But still, try it. We'll do it together in a couple of seconds. Were you able to do this? First of all, we need to define a new action. So let's add a new constant and let's name it add ingredients maybe, because this is what we want to do. And the string will therefore also have a value of add ingredients. You can of course name it whatever you want. Now let's copy that class here, name it add ingredients and use add ingredients as a type. And the payload will actually be multiple ingredients now. So that's all that changed. With that, we also want to add this to our shopping list actions bundle. We do this by adding the union type operator, this pipe symbol, and then add ingredients, so this newly created class here. These are all the changes we have to do in the actions file. Add a new constant, add a new class, add it down here. Now we have to add it to the reducer so that we can handle this action. For this, I'll set up a new case where I check my shopping list actions for the add ingredients action now. So that's all I'll add here. And I can conveniently add it like this because I'm importing everything from the shopping list actions file already. So with that here, I want to return a new state by taking the old state with the spread operator, taking all the old properties, and I want to override the ingredients property just like before. I'll now still use the spread operator to get all the old ingredients in an immutable way. And now action payload already is an array of actions. We can't add it like this to an array though. This only works if it's one element. But we can use the spread operator to distribute our many actions, our many elements, as single elements we add step by step to that array. So that's using this ES6 feature, the spread operator. And that's actually all. Now we only have to dispatch it when we need it, and we do dispatch this in the shopping list service here under add ingredients, or we go to the original source where we did this. This was in the recipe service. So let's head up to the recipe service here, and there we call the shopping list service add ingredients. Now you learned what we have to do. We have to inject the store here, the store to be imported from @ngrx store. And here we again could write any if we're lazy. If you're not lazy, then you simply copy the state as it looks like. It has this shopping list part with the ingredients. So let's copy that. Let's move it here. That's our store. With that, we can conveniently go down here and simply use this store, dispatch a new action. Now we need to import the actions. So let's go here and add an import. Import everything from the actions file as shopping list actions maybe from the shopping list folder, there the store folder, and there the shopping list actions file. And now we can use this variable which bundles all the exports from that file here to instantiate a new shopping list action, the add ingredients class here. And since we added this constructor with the payload property, which is an array of ingredients, we can conveniently pass our ingredients here. So we simply pass the ingredients like that. And that's all. Now with that, we can already get rid of the shopping list service in that recipe service file because we're not using it anymore. And we can get rid of it here too. If we save this, we go back to our application. Let's see if that works. Let's go to a recipe, this one maybe. It has 2 ingredients. Let's click to shopping list and let's check the shopping list. That worked. Still, or again, using the NGRX store. However, if you look closely, we're still using the recipe service for this. This is where we inject the store and dispatch this, right? Well, nothing wrong with that. We can absolutely do that. You don't have to get rid of all these services. But if we really want to dispatch this action right at the place where we initiated, then we would have to go to the recipe detail component, which is where we really call onAddToShoppingList. And then we could simply inject our store here, private store of type store. Again, add the import from ngrx store. Copy our state. So this whole state. Again, use any if you're lazy. So copy this as a generic type. Import the ingredient model since we now need it in this file. So make sure to import that from its location in the shared folder. And now we can also add that other import of the shopping list actions. I'm copying it from the recipe service. Add this to recipe detail because we're needing access to that too. The path is incorrect. You need to go up one more level. So adjust it by that. And now with that, we can dispatch this right in this component. So instead of reaching out to the recipe service, we can now use the store, call dispatch, and dispatch our new shopping list actions, add ingredients call here, where we then want to use this recipe ingredients like that. So now we're dispatching this. This allows us now to get rid of this whole method here in the recipe service, and of course therefore also get rid of the store injection, hence remove injectable because we're not injecting anything in this service anymore. Let's get rid of this import, of the store import, and the injectable import. So now we already made this service a bit leaner too, even though we haven't even worked on recipe state management. But we got this dispatching of shopping list action, add ingredients, move to the right place. So let's save this and see if it still works as it should. If we go to a recipe, maybe the burger, and add this to the shopping list, this works fine. And again, you see this automatic state management in action. Let's continue on working on all the other shopping list related actions. Let's remove the add ingredients one for now.